When famous people die, we memorialize them. Think about that. Like Kobe Bryant passed away, and guess what? There's a memorial for him out in LA because he's a big deal to a lot of people. He inspired a lot of people with his basketball, he's famous. But even more than famous, let's talk about world-changing people. Like fame is great, and there's a lot of celebrities that, have nice tombs. But world-changing, like history-changing people, let me just show you a couple of memorials. This is George Washington's. It's really beautiful, isn't it? And we memorialize him. Why? Because he was the first president. He fought for our nation to have our freedom, right? And so he's a big deal. Plus, one of the greatest things he did is what he didn't do. He didn't continue on to say, my kid's going to be the next president, basically turning himself into a king. He didn't do that. He said, no, someone else should take over after me. And so we have this thing called democracy, right? And so here's another very famous tomb that we memorialize for good reason. And this is Abraham Lincoln. And he gave, his freedom. He died for us. He didn't mean to die, but, he was killed because of what he did. Why? He set the slaves free. He set the captives free. And so many people would argue that he's probably the greatest president we ever had. And many people argue that. So he actually has two memorials. One is in D.C., if you've ever seen it, it's amazing. But the second one, this is where he's actually buried. The reason I want to point that out is here's two men that changed the world, or at least our world here in America, and they're both memorialized wherever they're buried. So where is Christ's memorial? We don't have one because he rose again. There's no grave because he's not in the grave. Thank you for watching the Church Unlimited YouTube channel. But don't stop now. Join our online family so you can stay connected with what God is doing here. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you never miss a service, and don't forget to share with a friend. You can also support the ministry by clicking the Give Now button to help us continue to impact lives around the world. Thank you for watching, and God bless.